Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome once again to Randall R. Sadler Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you HCAC baseball this afternoon. The Quakers hosting the Beavers of Bluffton. Earlham second in the HCAC coming into today's action. They're currently 13-6. They went 8-3 in their most recent road trip in conference play. Meanwhile, Bluffton, they took 2 out of 3 from Manchester after losing 9 straight. There are only 8 games remaining for the Quakers in conference play. All of those games will be here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Great to have you with us on a beautiful afternoon as the Quakers down the backstretch, again currently setting in second place in the conference right behind Rose-Hulman, who, by the way, they own the tiebreaker with. The Quakers taking 2 out of 3 from the Engineers earlier this season, so that's a huge key going into this week's play as well. Quakers play at home today. They'll travel on the road at Wittenberg tomorrow for a non-conference matchup, and then they'll be back coming up on Friday and Saturday. When we come back in just a moment, we're going to hear from head coach Steve Sakositz here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Get his thoughts where his team is going into today's play and how they did on the road. It's all coming up right here. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Steve, it's been a long time. We talked about this a little bit before we began the interview. It almost, like you said, feels kind of like opening day. Been gone for so long. How's it feel to be back home?
It feels great, actually. Our kids are excited, and I was mentioning it feels like opening day just because we're excited about being back at Richmond and playing. We've been on the road for a long time. Had some success on the road, and we're hoping that the focus we had on the road, and usually being at your team, is something that sets you apart on the road. But now being back home, if we keep that same focus we had on the road, I like what we can be. And everything's in front of us to be successful. We just have to go out there and do it.
A lot of coaches like to be on the road from the containment standpoint. In other words, they have an idea where their players are. They know exactly what they're doing. It becomes a bonding time as well. But I think for 20 days it might be a little bit much, right?
It is. It was a while to be back there. Our last game was against Bluffton here on April 4th, so it was a while ago. But, you're in a routine on the road. You're in a routine at home. We just haven't been in a routine at home for a while. BP and meetings and all that stuff that we usually do prior to a home game. We got back in that routine today. Our guys have a lot of energy. I'm just hoping that we can focus and understand that we're going to play a very good ball club here today that had a great weekend against Franklin, that we can't overlook them, and they're looking to play a little bit of spoiler here. We got to be ready to put it on. If we play our game like we always talk about, we play our baseball game, we're good. If we try to do something different, we're a struggle.
You mentioned that word focus. Is that sometimes a little bit difficult this time of year, especially when you think where graduation's right around the corner, as you mentioned, that beautiful weather, and of course the idea that you're in this, independent race in many ways is kind of taking a little bit of a front stage as well.
Yeah, there's things that always kind of divert your attention as a baseball player. Being in college, you've got girlfriend relationship problems, you've got all those different things you're dealing with. You're dealing with midterms, you're dealing with new classes, tough classes, all that stuff. So there's always built-in excuses that you can make. If you prepare yourself well enough academically, done the things you need to do ahead of time, you're not struggling at the end because you're not trying to make up all that missed time. So we do a great job of trying to be on top of our kids and what they're doing, have them understand that academics are the reason they're here. We're all getting great baseball experience, and so I think our kids are focused in. I know that they're thinking about those things, but we cross these white lines. We'll let that stuff handle it at the end of the day. We'll 6-13, something like that. So the numbers are showing that they should be a 500 team, not a team that's 7 games under 500. But they're going to be a good team. They pitch it very well. They play good defense. They're going to make the routine play. Offensively, they're going to be guys that are going to put the ball in play and make plays against them. They just have to do that. We're going to try to challenge them on the bases. We think we can run a little bit, and we're going to try to keep doing that. We did that this weekend. We've done it against them in the past. If we can divert their focus to our base runners, that means our offensive guys are going to get some better pitches. We just got to make routine play. We haven't played on turf for a while, which is weird to say. But, again, it's a little different than when you're across the room expecting the bag. Perhaps you're not going to get that here. So if you attack the baseball, you're good. And obviously, we're against the on that part of it.
Kyle Gould, the last 2 times against these guys, the first time he ended up being the pitcher of the week, and certainly pitched about as well as anybody had all season long. Will you have him today? What are you going to look at?
Yeah, the Kyle's been starting up there for us. He's pretty much been our midweek guy. He's throwing the Bluffton games and the Mount St. John's games, and he's fresher probably now than he's been in a while just because we only used him for about 6 pitches this weekend. Where you go to last week against the Giants, we threw for about 52, coming off a 96-pitch outing, and he's a little bit tired there going to the Mount St. John's game. We want to make sure he's fully healthy. Look at the bullpen lines. We have Howie available. We have Walter available. We have Spencer available. We have everybody available pretty much other than our 2 Saturday guys, Jordan Christian and Colin Reading. We're going to be able to go out there and compete today, and we want to think about today how we can get a win today. So it's a playoff atmosphere for us because every single game that we're freshman is going to have for us.
It's unfair for me to keep asking who has an advantage when you think about a guy who's faced a team 2 times. He got the win the first time. The second time he didn't get the win. They had more success in a hitting standpoint. Who has the edge the 3rd time around?
Each of these times we look out there, the one who's been successful, if they keep doing what they've done to be successful, they're going to still be successful. It's the other person who has not been successful that has to change something to try to get themselves on track. So if Kyle goes out there and he can handle his own like he does, let them put the ball in play, challenge him up, let them challenge him up early, and if you let them get themselves out in 1 to 3 pitches, it helps them out for later in the game. And if they put the ball in play hard, they get basics, it's going to happen. All I care about is let's dictate counts, let's not give up the free base, let's challenge him up. He's done a great job of that, and if we keep doing that, I like our odds.
Well, I like your odds, too, from a hitting standpoint. You guys are hitting well over 300 against this pitching staff in the 2 meetings.
That's good. I didn't know that, but I know our offense gives us a chance every single time. And, even if it's getting a hit or getting on an error or getting on a hit by pitch or walk, whatever it's doing, we just want to get on base. And it's great to hear our hitters call. They could care less about how the individual is doing. They care about how the team's doing. And that's when you know you've got some mature hitters in your lineup that, they might have gone over 4 in a day, but, we got the win and they did something to help the team. Maybe it's moving right over or something. And they're happy with that. And I really like that our approach is that. And again, if we get a walk, that's every tough. So,
Coach, good luck today.
All right, once again, head coach Steve Sackis, his thoughts about today's matchup. And again, they played well on the road. They go 8-3, setting themselves in good position for their final 8 games of the season in conference play right here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. When we come back on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we'll talk a little bit about this Bluffton team and the 2 previous meetings. Kyle Gorman will meet this team for the 3rd time. We'll talk about what happened the 2 previous times as we continue right here on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
3rd time that Kyle will meet this ball club. The first time, a 7-0 shutout back on March the 28th. Goes 9 innings, giving up just 4 hits, 6 strikeouts. Nate Lynch went 3 for 5, drove in a run. Matt Barger 2 for 3 and an RBI. And Cody Krumloff had that huge triple that drove in 3 runs as the Quakers won that one 7-0. Then they met again on April the 4th here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Quakers won that one by a final of 8-3. And they had a little more success against Gorman that time. He went 6 innings, giving up 2 earned runs. Howie Smith came out of the bullpen, got the win as he went to 4-2 on the season. But Matt Barger continuing to swing the bat well against this Bluffton team. Went 3 for 4, had a home run. He drove in 3. Brandon Laird went 3 for 5. Eric Elkus drove in 3 runs. And Nate Lynch had 2 hits and a couple of stolen bases in that win as well. By the way, Bluffton will rely a lot on Luke Hickey coming into this one here today. He went 4 for 5 in their last matchup. He is now 5 of 8 on the season with a couple of runs driven in against the Quakers in their 2 meetings. Reed Mouse went 3 for 4, and then Austin Avery took the loss, though he did pitch pretty well. 6 2/3 innings, 7 strikeouts in that 8-3 loss to the Quakers the last time out. You heard me say a little bit in that pregame with Coach Sack about how the Quakers are hitting in the 2 games against Bluffton. Earlham is 24 of 66. They're now hitting .364 in those 2 games. Meanwhile, on the other side, Earlham's pitching has really done a nice job containing this Bluffton baseball team, as Bluffton hitting only .250 and their best hitter, Hickey, 5 of 8. He by far has been the best of all the hitters against Quaker pitching so far this season. Bluffton has struggled on the road this year, only 1-10 coming in. They're hoping to change that here this afternoon. Taylor Gambrill will go today for the Beavers. As we mentioned a little bit ago, we'll see the right-hander Kyle Gorman go for the 3rd time for Earlham. When we come back, starting lineups are coming up next. This has been the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. Back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Bluffton 13-18 overall, 6-13 in the conference. The Quakers at 18-11 overall. They are 13-6 in conference play. Here's how things will line up today. First off for the Beavers, leading things off and playing shortstop, Luke Hickey. Hickey at .425 on the year. A home run he's driven in 15. Hitting second and left field is Ryan Golden. Golden at .280. No home runs. He is driven in 14. Hitting third will be the second baseman, Austin Prosser. Prosser at .344 on the year. No home runs. He is driven in 13. The cleanup hitter at first base, Blake Fox. Fox at .350. A home run he is driven in 18. DHing and playing and hitting in the number 5 hole will be Colin Gregory. Gregory at .367 on the year. No home runs. He is driven in 11. Hitting 6th, the center fielder is Clayton Siders. Siders at .299. No home runs. He is driven in 9. Hitting 7th, the third baseman is Chase Lonacek. Lonacek at .185. No home runs and 5 runs driven in. Hitting 8th and catching is Reed Mouse. Mouse at .231. No home runs and 1 run driven in. And getting the start today in right field and batting in the number 9 hole will be Adam Duncan. Duncan only playing in 8 games so far, just 2 at-bats, no hits, so no batting average, and he has no runs driven in. We mentioned Taylor Gambrill will get the start, 1-1 on the year. He has an ERA of 9.58. So again for Bluffton this afternoon, it's Hickey, Golden, Prosser, Fox, Gregory, Siders, Lonacek, Mouse, and Duncan. For the Quakers today, leading things off and playing in center field, Nate Lynch. Lynch hitting .425, a home run. He is driven in 21, 34 stolen bases now for Nate Lynch on the year. Matt Barger gets the start at second base. He will hit second, 323 on the year, 3 home runs and 22 runs driven in. He has 18 stolen bases. Brennan Laird hitting in the third spot this afternoon. He'll get the start at shortstop. He's hitting 322, 3 home runs and 34 runs driven in. He has 22 stolen bases. Eric Elkis in the cleanup spot, hitting 347, 5 home runs, a team-best 42 runs driven in. Addison Robertson will hit fifth. He'll get the start at third base. Robertson hitting 272, 3 home runs, and 19 runs driven in. Hitting sixth and catching today, the veteran Cody Krumloff. Krumloff at 299, 3 home runs, and 25 RBI. Danny Dopp will start this afternoon as the designated hitter. He'll bat seventh. Dopp hitting at 365. He has a home run and 26 runs driven in. Isaiah Shake will hit eighth. He'll be in left field. Shake at 310. He has no home runs and 17 RBI. And then Kendall Baker gets the start again in right field. He'll bat ninth. Baker hitting 260 on the year, no home runs, and 9 runs driven in. He is one of 4 players in the starting lineup with at least 10 stolen bases this afternoon for the Quakers. And again, Kyle Gorman will get the start. We'll give you his numbers once he comes out ready to throw here this afternoon. So again, for the Quakers, it's Lynch, Barger, Laird, along with Elkis, Robertson, Krumloff, Dopp, Shake, and Baker in the starting lineup here for the Quakers. Earlham going for their 14th win in conference play. Bluffton looking to play spoiler here this afternoon. We'll come back and get this one underway in a couple of moments. We'll give you the standings as they are going into today's action. We'll also check out what the schedule looks like for this Tuesday afternoon in HCAC baseball play. It's all coming up right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Hey, today's game brought to you in part by Harrington Hoke Insurance. At Harrington Hoke, they spend every day working to make our community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Hoke insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website at harringtonhoke.com. Here's how things stack up as we go into play here today. Rose-Hulman at 14-5. They have a 1-game lead over Earlham at 13-6. Manchester is 12-7. They're 2 games back. Franklin and Mount St. Joe tied for the number 4 spot. Both those clubs are 10-9, 4 games back. Those are the only clubs right now going to this week's action above the 500 mark. Transylvania Defiance both at 8-11. Hanover and Anderson both at 7-12. And Bluffton in last place. They're 6-13. Other matchups going on today in conference play. Hanover is at Franklin. Mount St. Joe at Transylvania. Rose is at Anderson. And Manchester is at Defiance. Of course, coming up this weekend, Defiance will be at Mount St. Joe, Bluffton at Hanover, Anderson at Franklin. Transylvania will be here to take on the Quakers. And also coming up this weekend, one other matchup to tell you about, it'll be Rose-Hulman at Manchester, again coming up this weekend. So those are your Friday and Saturday. And again, one game will go into Sunday. That'll be the Rose-Hulman and Manchester series again Sunday for a single game. We'll come back. This one is moments away from getting underway. This has been the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Quakers baseball brought to you in part by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and more. And, of course, grab those award-winning glazed donuts, voted the #1 donut in the entire state. Proud to be your favorite donut shop and home to the best donuts in town and the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. Kyle Gorman taking his final warm-up tosses as we're about ready to get this one underway here this afternoon. Again, the Quakers single game today, and then they will travel to Wittenberg for that non-conference game tomorrow. You heard Coach Sack talk about at least a little bit of their game plan, and that one is to again, get some of their other players a chance to get some live action tomorrow, which could be a key this weekend and, of course, next week when they wrap things up in the regular season against Hanover. Well, it won't be easy today. This is a pretty good hitting Bluffton baseball team overall, and the top of the lineup will be a huge key as well when you think about Hickey, Golden, Prosser, and Fox. Those guys can hit. And then, of course, Gregory getting the start as the designated hitter this afternoon as well. Well, here we go. Kyle Gorman ready to go for the third time against the Beavers. He has been the midweek pitcher pretty much the entire year. Luke Hickey stepping in at 425, a home run. He has driven in 15. 4:19 is the official start time here this afternoon. We'll set that Quaker defense for you. The first time we've seen the Quakers now in the last 20 days, and the first pitch is on the way, swung on. Hit into center field. Lynch is there. And one pitch, one out. Boy, you get Hickey at 425 in that opening pitch, and that's a good start for the Quakers, so one away. And that'll bring up now Ryan Golden. Golden at 280 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 14. Boy, there's a huge difference between these two teams. The Quakers, they will run, and this is a Bluffton team that they'll play base to base. They'd really have no stolen base aspirations whatsoever as that pitch is outside. The numbers on Kyle Gorman, 3-1. This is his 13th appearance and his 7th start. The pitch on the way is a called strike. Kyle so far this year, 40 2/3 innings, giving up 52 hits, 27 runs, 19 earned. The wind and the pitch, swing and a miss. And Golden down on the count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. 24 strikeouts, 8 walks. 3-1 record with an ERA of 4.20. Here's the 1-2 delivery on the way and a breaking ball. It's just low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Krumloff back behind the plate. Elkis at first. Barger at second. Laird at short. And Robertson the start down at third. The break-even pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Golden out number 2 and a good start for Kyle Gorman. And that'll bring up now Austin Prosser.
Number 9, Austin Prosser.
Prosser, 344 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 13. For the Quakers in the outfield, Shaken left, Lynch in center, Baker in right field. 2-away here in the top of the first inning. Prosser steps in. The pitch by Gorman is a breaking ball, low and outside, 1-0. Gorman again got the shutout win in the first game against Bluffton. This one hit well to the right side, gets by Barger, so that'll be an opposite field base hit. So Prosser with a 2-out single, and the Beavers have a man on here in the top of the first inning, and that'll bring up Blake Fox. Fox at 350 on the year. He has a home run. He has driven in 18.
22, Blake Fox.
I mentioned this is a Bluffton team. At one point, in fact, right now coming into this one, they lost 10 out of 12 before taking 2 out of 3 in their most recent series. Against the Quakers this year, only hitting .250. Fox, 2 of 8 in the 2 games. But again, Prosser down at first as Gorman set to throw, and this one is swung on and hit to right field. Baker a step back, then comes in, makes the catch, and that'll do it for Bluffton as they came out swinging the bats. But nothing against Gorman here in the top of the first inning on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Bluffton nothing, Earlham coming to bat. This is Earlham Baseball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No. At FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Quakers will be facing a left-hander here this afternoon as Taylor Gambrell making his 10th appearance. This is his first start of the year. He has thrown only 10 in the third innings, giving up 19 hits, 14 runs, 11 earned, 8 strikeouts, and 5 walks. He is 1-1 coming in a robust ERA of 9.58. Today's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, just $3.50. With it being Tuesday, it's the oven-roasted chicken, Wednesday, the turkey breast, and Thursday, the Italian BMT. Treat yourself at Subway, 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. We head to the bottom half of inning number 1. Nate Lynch will lead things off. Lynch, 425, a home run. He's driven in 21, 34 stolen bases. And that pitch will sail over his head and all the way to the backstop. And not a good start for the left-hander Gambrell. Lynch, Barger, and Laird. Get these guys on base, and this is where it all starts. The pitch on the way, and this one's a called strike. We will see Gambrell work more from the stretch than the windup as a starter here this afternoon. We'll give you that Bluffton defense in a moment. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And after that first pitch sailed to the backstop, 2 straight strikes now on Nate Lynch. 51 hits on the year now for Nate. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Lynch will strike out to start the bottom half of inning number 1. And that'll bring up now Matt Barger. Barger, 323, 3 home runs. He has driven in 22.
Number 20, Matt Barger.
You will not see Nate Lynch strike out very often, only 12 strikeouts in 120 at-bats this year. So now Gambrel ready to go to work, and his pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high, 1-0. Mouse behind the plate. Fox is at first, Prosser at second, Hickey is at short, Lonacek down at third. The stretch and the pitch hit well into left center field. That's going to be extra bases as that one bounces right at the 375 sign. Barger trotting into second base with a stand-up double, and the Quakers have a man in scoring position here in the bottom of inning number 1. Boy, Barger continues to hit well against Bluffton pitching. Barger came into this one 5 of 7 with 4 runs driven in and a home run, and he almost got that one out of the ballpark as well. Brandon Laird, 322 on the year, 3 home runs. He has driven in 34. Laird is hitting .500 this year against Bluffton pitching. So now the Quakers with a man on. In the stretch is Gambrel. Here's the pitch, and this one hit to the right side. That'll get through. Barger will be held up at third base, and so now the Quakers back-to-back base hits. Now have runners at first and third. And here's Eric Elkis. Elkis, 347 on the year. Been stuck on 5 home runs for a while. He has driven in 42. That leads the ball club. I'm sure Elkis glad to be back home. Of course, a left-hander on the mound. He likes this as well as Gambrel ready to throw, and his first pitch is outside for a ball. Keep an eye on Laird down at first. Laird coming in with 22 stolen bases, 22 of 26 in the stolen base department. Gambrel gets the sign, checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's low and outside, 2-0. Here's where you could make a mistake against a hitter like Elkis. And if you do, it's 3-0. Barger down at third, 1 away here in the bottom of the first. Quakers now threatening. The stretch by Gambrel. And the pitch on the way. This one hit over the middle. The shortstop, Hickey, steps on the bag. The throw to first in time, and that'll get you out of it awful quick, as that is a pitcher's best friend, the double play. And so the Quakers leave 2 men on. We will head to the second inning on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. No score.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers, you know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
We're back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium as we head to inning number 2. It's Gregory, Siders, and Lonacek. Quakers had a chance to get a run on the board in that first inning, but the double play will get the Beavers out of trouble. Gregory hitting at 367 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 11. Gregory 2 for 6 in the previous 2 games. As Kyle Gorman set to throw, And the right-hander's first pitch is on the way, and boy, that one right underneath the chin. He did not go around as they'll appeal down to first. And the count 1 ball and no strikes. We'll be back here Friday and Saturday. Big weekend series against Transylvania. Gorman's next pitch. Boy, that fastball high in the strike zone. Gregory unable to hold off. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Center fielder Lynch shaded a little bit toward left field for the right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball stays a little high in the zone. 2-1. 20 days since the Quakers have been here. Coach mentioned in the pregame almost felt like opening day once again. This one hit well, and they're making the catch is Laird on the soft line drive, and there's one away. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Clayton Siders.
To the plate, the center fielder, number 6, Clayton Siders.
Siders, .299 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 9. Siders has yet to get a base hit in the first 2 games against Quaker pitching. So 1 out here in the top of the second inning. As Gorman set to throw, and this one hit well. There's your first base hit by Siders. Solid single into left field as he'll make the turn and hold up at first base. Second base hit now for the Beavers, and that'll bring up Lonacek. Chase Lonacek at 185 on the year. No home runs. He has driven in 5. Well, here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium, 310 down the left field line, but they have the Earlham Monster. 375 in the alleys, 390 in dead center, 325 down the right field line. And that pitch coming inside, did it get him? Yes. Got a piece of Lonacek. So now the Beavers have runners at first and second. And that'll bring up now the catcher, Reed Mouse. Well, you like to see Gorman throwing inside. Nothing wrong with that. Just got a piece of Lonacek. Mouse hitting at .231 on the year. He is 4 of 6 against the Quakers this year. The stretch and the pitch hit down the right field line, and that'll curve foul. So Mouse behind at the count of no balls and a strike. Well, each team now in the first inning and a half with a runner in scoring position. Crowd out here enjoying a warm afternoon here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium as Gorman into the stretch and the pitch, and it's high and inside. Snap throw down to second, not in time to get Siders. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. One thing about Cody Krumloff, if you've watched him play enough, he will throw to any base anytime. Runners will get their leads at first and second. Gorman checks the runner at second. The stretch and the pitch, and just outside, 2-1. Gorman, 15 innings pitched so far against the Beavers. Got again the decision the first time, a complete game shutout. The stretch again by the right-hander, the leg kick and the pitch, ground ball back up the middle. Here's Laird, and he bobbles that one. It goes through his legs. Siders will score. Lonacek on to third, and a big error on the shortstop, Brendan Laird. Well, if there is maybe one area of concern for the Quakers, it is defensively at times. And Laird unable to come up with what potentially would have been a routine ground ball that would have ended the inning. And we have seen Bluffton now take a 1-0 lead. Here's Adam Duncan. Duncan steps up, and the first pitch is high and inside for a ball. Duncan has not faced Earlham pitching this year. Again, he's only appeared in 8 games with 2 at-bats. The stretch and the pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Good movement on that fastball by Gorman. And the count is even at 1-1. So the Beavers scratch first here this afternoon. The pitch on the way, and Duncan bunting, and that'll be a foul ball. Duncan saw the third baseman Robertson playing back. Pretty good effort that time by Duncan. One thing you look at Krumloff, and of course he's caught a ton of games in his 4-year career. He came out quickly once he saw the hitter square to bunt for a base hit. He was out from behind the plate as quick as you could ask. He was about ready to throw down to second base. Gorman gets the sign from Krumloff. Here's the pitch, and time is called before the pitch. One away here in the top of inning number 2 as the Beavers get on top 1-0. Runner third is Lonacek. Mouse down at first. The pitch on the way, hit to center field. Coming in will be Lynch. Tagging at third is Lonacek. Lynch will throw to the plate, and that'll keep the runner at third base. Wasn't hit deep enough by Duncan. So 2 away, and that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Hickey.
Back to the top of the order now, batting the shortstop, number 5, Luke Hickey.
Hickey flew out his first time up. Swung at the first pitch he saw to the hand of Gorman and flew out to center field. But again, Hickey, a very dangerous hitter, coming into this one 5 for 8 against Earlham pitching. The stretch by Gorman. Here's the pitch on the way on the outside corner for strike 1. Bluffton, I think they know they're going to have to score some runs here this afternoon. This offense right now clicking for Earlham, and they showed a little bit of that in the first inning despite not scoring. The 0-1 pitch coming inside, and that one almost got a piece of Hickey. That will even the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Quakers again 8-3 on their road trip in the conference. They're going to say no balls and 2 strikes. So apparently that one must have caught a piece of the bat that time. So Gorman set to go to work. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Check swing foul. 2 away as we play here in the second inning. Again, it is 0-2 to Luke Hickey. Hickey, one of those guys, he will battle and battle. We have seen it the previous 2 times. He is not an easy out at the top of the order. The stretch again by Gorman. Here's the pitch on the way, and he went around. That time he fished after a ball that was way off the plate. But the Beavers will get the first run of the ball game. We head to the bottom half of inning number 2. Bluffton 1 and Earlham 0 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
At Richmond Power and Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, today's game brought to you in part by New Vision Sports. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious athletes of all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. For more information, give them a call at 977-5831. or go to their website at newvisionsports.com.
Quakers, the third baseman, number 31.
Here's Addison Robertson, 272 on the year, 3 home runs. He has driven in 19. Gambrel into the stretch, and his first pitch is low and inside, 1-0. Robertson, Krumloff, and Dopp as we play here in the bottom half of the second. Here's the 1-0 pitch, just outside, 2-0. Robertson again this afternoon, getting the start down at third, and he'll take that pitch for a strike. Boy, Robertson has been a great addition to this team. Danny Dopp, of course, still swinging the bat well as that pitch is outside, 3-1. Everybody in the starting lineup has a stolen base other than Cody Krumloff. Here's the 3-1 delivery, grounded to the right side. Prosser will throw to first, 1 away. And that'll bring up Krumloff. Cody, 299 on the year, 3 home runs. He has driven in 25.
Coming up to the plate, the catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Cody, 2 of 7 in the series with 3 RBI. His first look at the left-hander now, Gambrel. Here's the pitch, and it's outside, ball 1. Cody on the show Strictly Baseball yesterday. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Low and inside, 2-0, and of course he's beginning to realize in the regular season only a handful of games remaining in his career. The stretch and the 2-0 delivery is outside, 3-0 for the second straight time. Gambrel falling behind the hitter. Robertson had it 3-1. Krumloff now 3-0, and odds are he'll be taking all the way right here. The stretch by the left-hander in the pitch. In there for a strike. Krumloff's value as a catcher just will be difficult to replace after 4 solid years. Here's your 3-1 pitch. This one hit to the right side. Diving is Prosser, can't come up with it. So Krumloff, an opposite field base hit. And that'll bring up Danny Dopp.
Number 7, Danny Dopp.
Dopp at 365, a home run, 26 RBI. Dopp DHing here this afternoon, so the Quakers now with their third base hit. The stretch and the pitch on the way is a strike. Up and down this order, there's really not an easy out. That's what makes this Quaker offense so dangerous. The stretch and the pitch, grounded third base side, but foul. So now Dopp behind, no balls and 2 strikes. You look at the top, you got Lynch, Barger, Laird, the way they can steal, go to the middle of the order. Elkis, 42 runs driven in, home run power. Addison, Robertson, Krumloff, they can hit the long ball as well. And then, of course, you got hitters at the bottom of the order. Pitches outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Dopp. Isaiah Shake has had a solid year. And, of course, the right fielder, Kendall Baker. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, 2-2. Runner takes off, and he'll be safe at second base. Heads-up play by Krumloff. And the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Dopp. Able to score that, a wild pitch. Ball hit in the batter's box as Gambrel set to throw, and that pitch way outside, 3-2. So now for the second straight inning, Quakers have a runner in scoring position. They got Barger to third back in the first inning. Gambrel shaking off the sign from Mouse. Now we'll check the runner at second. Here's the pitch on the way. Hit to right center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Krumloff will score easily. And Dopp with the base hit ties the ball game at 1 apiece. 2 hits in the inning, and that'll bring up Isaiah Shake.
Left fielder number 33, Isaiah Shake.
You just get a feeling a lot of times, and especially with a left-hander, and there's so many right-handed hitters, good right-handed hitters up and down this lineup, that Earlham can explode at any time as Shake steps to the plate. Shake at .310, no home runs. He has driven in 17. The pitch is hit to right field. This is going to be trouble coming over, and that'll fall in front of the right fielder, Duncan. He misplays it as that one rolls all the way to the warning track, rounding third and stopping, as now they'll have to make a play at second base, and back in with a head-first slide will be Isaiah Shake. Boy, Dopp thought about going, and once that Shake saw him make that turn, he was about ready to head to the third base. So now the Quakers have runners at second and third. And here's Kendall Baker. So now Earlham with runners at second and third. Baker steps to the plate. .260 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 9. Still just 1 away in the inning. The pitch, in there for a strike from Gambrell. We mentioned time and time again, Kendall is like having a leadoff hitter in the number 9 hole. The pitch on the way is low and outside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The way that Gambrell is going right now, he may not last very long today as this pitch hit to the left side, base hit. Dopp will score. Staying at third will be Shake, and the Quakers now lead at 2-1. Now Kendall Baker going the opposite way. 3 straight base hits now by Earlham. And that'll bring up Nate Lynch, and we just got done talking about Gambrell a couple of moments ago, how long he'll last, and already a visit to the mound. And the visit certainly could be a short one, knowing the top of the order's coming up, and this is where you really begin to worry as a pitching coach and or a head coach if you're Bluffton, because these guys at the top of the order can hit as well as anyone, as now we'll see a little bit of activity in the Bluffton bullpen. It said 3 straight base hits. It's actually 4 straight base hits. Krumloff, Dopp, Shake, and Baker. Lynch struck out his first time up. Keep an eye on Baker down at first. He will run 10 stolen bases in 10 attempts. And they'll throw to first, and they will not make a throw at second base. So Baker with a stolen base, no throw by the first baseman Fox. Unusual that he didn't throw, of course, down at third yet. Shake, he probably would have taken off toward the plate. But now runners at second and third, still with just 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch. Grounded over the middle. The shortstop. That's Hickey. Looks toward the plate. His only play will be at first base. And Lynch able to drive in a run. And the Quakers now lead this one 3-1. Kendall Baker advancing to third. Here's Matt Barger. And just like that, Earlham on top, 3-1. The pitch on the way, check swing, and he goes around. Throw to third, and the tag not in time to get Baker. Barger doubled his first time up. We mentioned there was some movement in the bullpen for the Beavers. That has now stopped as Gambrell trying to get one more out. The stretch and the pitch. This one hit to the right side. Second baseman Prosser goes to the turf, throws to first, and gets the out. And that'll do it for the Quakers in the bottom of inning number 2. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, we head to the third inning. Earlham on top of this one, 3-1.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Well, for Kyle Gorman, he has a 2-run cushion to work with as we head to the top half of inning number 3 here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Quakers, boy, again, you just kind of had a feeling that they were going to come up and score some runs after getting that opportunity in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Golden, Prosser, and Fox all due up here for the Beavers in the top half of inning number 3. Golden struck out in the second. So this will be his second look now at the right-hander, Kyle Gorman. Here's the pitch on the way. Popped him up foul, and that'll go out of play. Wind blowing out a little bit here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Kind of shifted a little bit now right to left. Gorman gets the sign, the 0-1 pitch, and it's outside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch by Gorman. That will be hit in front of the plate. They'll call that a foul ball. I thought that went off the foot of Golden. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Golden, the junior out of Findlay, Ohio. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. Shallow left. Shake will wait for that one to come down, make the catch. 1 away here in the third. Here's Prosser.
With 1 out, now batting number 9, Austin Prosser.
Prosser single to right field in the first inning. Prosser coming into this series hitting .344. Prosser now 3 of 10 in the 3 games. He'll take the pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Gorman now with the leg kick and the pitch on the outside corner. Count is even at 1-1 as Prosser steps back in. Gorman's next pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Shake, Lynch, Baker all straight away in the Quaker outfield. Here's the wind and the delivery. Line drive and caught by Laird. There's 2 away. Here's Fox. Fox flew out to right field in the first inning. 0 for 1 today.
Number 22, Blake Fox.
Blake, one of the few players on this Bluffton team out of Indiana. He's out of Bern, Indiana. Here's the pitch on the way. Popped him up to the right side. The first baseman, Elkis, in foul territory. Battling the sun will make the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Gorman and the Quakers as we head to the bottom half of the third on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham on top of this one, 3-1.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond. Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Fight, fight, inner light. Graduation's in plain sight. Is it true? You're almost through? Your Alumni Council is here for you. Learn more about the Earlham Alumni Council and how we can help at earlham.edu/alumni.
Well, Brennan Laird will lead things off here in the bottom of the third inning. Laird singled in the first. Gambrell set to throw. The left-hander's first pitch is in there for a called strike. Middle of the order now for the Quakers. Laird, Elkis, and Robertson. Quakers on top, 3-1. The stretch and the pitch, grounded to the left side. Here's Hickey. He will field and throw, and there's one away. Here's Elkis. Well, Elkis grounded out in the first inning, hit into that 6-3 unassisted double play to end the inning. Second look now at Gambrell. And the left-hander hit back up the middle. That almost got a piece of Gambrell. So Elkis with a one-out single. And here is Addison Robertson.
Addison Robertson.
Quakers now with 7 base hits here in the first 3 innings. Robertson 0 for 1. The stretch by Gambrell. And the pitch on the way is a breaking ball. It's low, 1-0. I mentioned Elkis. He's not a stolen base threat normally, but 3 for 3 coming in. Gambrell gets the sign from Mouse, checks the runner, and the pitch on the way. That'll be chopped foul. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Gambrell shakes off the sign from Mouse, now checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch, and it's low and inside, 2-1. The stretch again by Gambrell. Here's the pitch, and it's up high, 3 balls and a strike. And this has already happened numerous times in the first 3 innings to the left-hander, especially in that second inning. He's got to come back with something around the plate right here. Here's your 3-1 pitch, but he misses outside, and Quakers have runners now at first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Cody Krumloff.
Now batting the catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
For the 3rd straight inning, the Quakers have had runners, multiple runners on base. Mentioned Krumloff has had a good series against the Beavers this year as he'll take that pitch low for a ball. Boy, again, you keep pitching like this, and Gambrell living on some short time here this afternoon. You can't do that against this lineup. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. And for a veteran like Krumloff, you want to see this guy throw as many pitches as you possibly can. Get a pretty good look. Again, Krumloff singled and scored in the second. Hit the ball well. The stretch and the pitch. Low and inside. And now we'll see the bullpen get active again for the Beavers. They had a left-hander down there at one point. Now there will be 2 right-handers up and throwing. The stretch, here's the pitch, grounded left side. That's going to get through. Rounding third is Elkis, and they'll hold him, but then the left fielder, Golden, ran past the baseball. Elkis will score. Robertson will score, and Krumloff will head to third base. It'll be a base hit, and then a two-base error on Golden in left field, and the Quakers now lead this one 5-1. Boy, Krumloff hit that ball just over the outstretched glove of Lonacek down at third. But then the big error in left field by Golden. Here's Dopp. He singled his first time up. And the pitch missing outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, you could maybe see that on a grass outfield, but you don't see that very often on turf. Ground ball to Lonacek. He can't make the play. Krumloff will score. So another error by the Beavers, and Earlham on top of this one, 6-1. Well, if you're Gambrel, it's bad enough that you're struggling throwing strikes at times, but then you turn around and your defense letting you down behind you. Here is Isaiah Shake. Back-to-back 3-run innings now for the Quakers. Shake singled and scored in the second. The stretch, here's the pitch on the way, and a breaking ball is in there. The ball got away, which is rare, out of the bullpen for Bluffton. That ball rolled right behind Isaiah Shake. 1 ball, no strikes. You never hardly see that happen. Bullpens are just outside the dugout areas. Danny Dopp, 5 of 6 in the stolen base department. We're going to change that. It's no balls and a strike. Now on Shake. The stretch by Gambrel in the pitch. Grounded foul. We'll go to 0-2. Elkis got this started after Brennan Laird grounded out. Elkis singling, and of course the error on Golden, and then the error on Lonacek on that left side. The stretch, throw to first. Now the thing is, when you think about helping another team get extra outs, it's rather bothersome. 2 errors in the inning for Gambrel. Now can he get out of it? Still just 1 away. The pitch. Good bird curveball there, and that'll strike out Shake. So 2 away. And that'll bring up Kendall Baker.
Now batting, number 1, Kendall Baker.
Kendall singled to left field, his only plate appearance. Here's the pitch by Gambrel. He's going to go the opposite way again, and that'll go foul and out of play. Kendall took a 1-1 pitch into left field. The stretch by Gambrel. He'll throw to first again. A short lead there by Danny Dopp. We mentioned there are 2 right-handers throwing for the Beavers. Really just one. The other one's down there warming up, but that one is going to be fouled away as Baker tried to bunt his way on, looking down at third to see where Lonacek was. And now Kendall behind it, no balls and 2 strikes. Quakers now with 7 base hits, but the 2 errors the big factor in this inning. Check swing, does he go around? Yes, Kendall will strike out, and that'll do it for Earlham here in the third. But again, another 3-run inning on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of this one, 6-1.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
A reminder, today's game brought to you in part by Harrington Hoke Insurance. At Harrington Hoke, we spend every day working to make this community better, safer, and more enjoyable because our focus is on insurance, and that's it. We're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Hoke insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website, harringtonhoke.com. Head to the fourth inning. It'll be Gregory, Siders, and Lonachek. Quakers taking full advantage of
leading off the top
Gambrel,
of the DH, number 20,
and of course the poor fielding by the Beavers. Here early in this one, Gregory lined out his first time up, so now Kyle Gorman has a 5-run cushion to work with, and the pitch is low and outside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, low and outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Quakers have now averaged 7 runs a game in the 3 games against the Beavers. This one hit well back up the middle, diving as Barger can't come up with it. Making the turn will be Gregory. He's going to head to second as Lynch didn't get to that ball as quick as maybe we thought he might, so that'll be a double by Gregory. And here's Siders. First extra base hit for the Beavers this afternoon. Siders singled and scored in the second inning. Robertson will play in front of the bag down at third. Gorman will have Cody Krumloff go through another series of signs. Now comes set. Here's the pitch on the way, hit foul. Mentioned Gorman the first time, 9 innings, giving up just 4 hits. He had 6 strikeouts in the win. No decision in the second contest after Howie Smith came on and picked up the victory. Ground ball to Laird. He'll throw to first, and Gregory will stay at second base. So 1 away, and here's Lonachek. Lonachek, one of the 2 errors in the bottom of that third inning, leading to Earlham's 3 runs. Lonachek took one for the team back in the second inning. So Gorman now with 1 out, set to throw as he gets the sign from Krumloff, and here's the pitch. Fly ball right field, coming in will be Baker. Baker makes the catch, and Gregory going nowhere. There's another piece of efficiency there for Kyle Gorman as he gets Lonachek on 1 pitch. And here's Reed Mouse, who reached on an error. That was the error on the shortstop, Brendan Laird, that enabled Bluffton to get their only run so far here this afternoon. That was in inning number 2. So each team with a couple of errors. Quakers with 1 and 2 errors now by Bluffton. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into center field, and this should do it. Lynch coming over, makes the catch, and boy, that was easy. After the double by Gregory, 3 straight outs, and it only took 4 pitches to do so. We head to the bottom half of inning number 4 in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of this one, 6-1.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Earlhamites, you don't need to be on the heart to feel close to it. Your Earlham Alumni Council is here to help all of our alumni stay connected, to support students, and to ensure that Earlham is strong for years to come.
Head to the bottom of the fourth inning, Lynch, Barger, and Lairs. We will go 1, 2, and 3. Quakers on top of this one, 6-1. Gambrell back in for another inning of work, and I would imagine they will have him on a very short leash here in the fourth inning, as they cannot afford, speaking of the Beavers, any more runs given up. Again, the Quakers now averaging 7 runs per game. Lynch 0 for 2. Struck out back in the first, grounded out in the second. So now Gambrell gets the sign as he will continue to work from the stretch. The pitch on the way, and boy, I tell you what, Lynch ready to turn and show bunt, and that pitch right underneath his chin. 1 ball and no strikes. Now the third baseman, Lanacek, will come in, play in front of the bag. Here's the pitch on the way, grounded left side, base hit. So Lynch will go the opposite way, and here's where the fun can begin. Here's Barger.
Stepping up to the plate, number 20, Matt Barger.
Barger doubled back in the first inning. He is 1 for 2, and Lynch again, 34 stolen bases. This will make Gambrell a little more nervous as the left-hander gets the sign, and he will immediately throw to first base. That was not a good lead there by Lynch. He will attempt to get that right foot out on the green. And he has now done it. Here's the pitch. It's up high, and did that little motion with his shoulder. May have gotten the attention of Gambrell that time, like he was going to take off, and Gambrell not even close to the strike zone as Barger ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. The stretch and the throw to first. One thing you'll see Lynch do, and Laird does it a lot too down at first base, is they'll jump back and forth and really try to get the pitcher's attention. Lynch again a good lead at first. The stretch. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's outside, and you can tell already that Gambrell's attention is divided. And I would imagine Gambrell knows as well that he may not be around much longer. This is his first start of the year. The stretch and the pitch. It's in there for a strike, caught the inside corner. And, of course, now Barger, being the number 2 hitter, scoreboard saying 1 ball and 1 strike now, not 2 balls and a strike. The stretch. And again, a throw to first. Back to Barger. I asked him on a show recently about having Lynch down at first base. And, of course, you want to give Lynch every opportunity to run. Hard thing to do is the number 2 hitter. The stretch. Runner takes off. This one hit well. Lanacek will field. The throw to first in time. There's 1 away. That'll take away the stolen base attempt. So now the Quakers have a runner in scoring position with 1 away, and here's Brennan Laird. Brennan singled in the first, grounded out in the third. Of course, now Gambrell has to concentrate on a speedy runner down at second base as that pitch low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Quakers love to hit and run right here, even with that runner down at second base, and they'll steal third base now and then as well. Gambrell with the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-1 now to Laird. Quakers lead at 6-1 as we play here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The stretch and the pitch on the way. It's low. One thing about Gambrell, he is a quick worker. He doesn't take a whole lot of time, and very rarely so far today has he shaken off many signs. Lynch with a lead at second. The pitch on the way. Low and inside, 3-1. And here's where you're gambling with a hitter like Laird. He will swing if he likes this 3-1 pitch. He'll take a good cut. Elkis on deck. Here's the pitch on the way. Runner takes off. This one is hit toward the second baseman over his head and falls in for a blue base hit. As Lynch got a good jump, he will score. And Laird is second base hit. And the Quakers now lead at 7-1. Well, the hit and run was on, or the run and hit. Either way you want to look at it. The Quakers score another run. Here's Elkis. Prosser playing a little possum that time. Runner takes off. The throw down to second, not in time, and Laird gets the easy stolen base. Elkis behind in the count of no balls and a strike. Brennan now with his 23rd stolen base. Here's the pitch, and that one caught the inside corner. Elkis 1 for 2. And he's behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Gambrell with the pitch. That one's chopped right in front of the plate. Mouse will throw to first, and they're 2 away. That'll bring up Robertson. Let's see what speed will do on the base paths with Lynch. Of course, you have the hitters like Barger and Laird right behind him. Robertson walked his last time up, takes a healthy cut, and fouls that one away. Robertson 0 for 1 with a run scored. The stretch by Gambrell. And the pitch on the way is a breaking ball in there for a strike. So Robertson quickly behind at 0-2 as Gambrell trying to survive the inning. Here's the pitch. Hit well toward the shortstop. Hickey will throw to first, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the fourth. But Earlham picks up another run. We will head to inning number 5 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of this one, 7-1.
Hi, this is Troy Argowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's. 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Students, you'll love what your alumni office can do for you. Take advantage of career and networking opportunities on campus each year, and learn about the support available to you following graduation at earlham.edu/alumni.
Back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium as we move to inning number 5. It'll be Duncan, Hickey, and Golden as we'll go 9-1-2 in the order now for the Beavers.
Leading off the top of 5, number 35, Adam Duncan.
Boy, Earlham just continues to hit Bluffton baseball pitching well. They've come into this one at .364, and that average going up. Duncan 0 for 1 as Gorman set to throw in the right-hander's pitch in there for a strike. Now Gorman really can settle down even more. and just throw strikes as he just dumps that one right across the middle. Well, it has to be a good feeling if you're a pitcher, knowing your offense can put runs on the board like the Quakers can, as that pitch is up high. Gorman gets the win today. It'll be win number 4. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Got him. One away here in the 5th. That'll bring up Hickey, the leadoff hitter. What has been impressive today for Kyle Gorman is Hickey has hit Earlham pitching well in their 2 games, but today's 0 for 2, including a strikeout. So the leadoff hitter for Bluffton steps in for the 3rd time. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Hickey flew out in the 1st, again struck out in the 2nd. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's a called strike. By the way, Anderson now leading Rose. Is that 4-2? Yep. 3rd inning. That one hit toward the shortstop. Laird throw to first in time. So Anderson leading Rose in the 3rd inning, 4-2. So that's good news. Quakers win here, and if Rose ends up losing that game, we'll be tied for the lead in the conference.
2 outs now, batting number 29, Ryan Golden.
Here's Golden now with 2 away. Quakers hold the tiebreaker with Rose Holman. Gorman's pitch low for a ball. Golden 0 for 2. He too with a strikeout back in the 1st inning. Low and inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Earlham would go to 14-6. Rose Holman also 14-6. That'd be a big win for Anderson as they try to stay alive. 3 balls, no strikes. We haven't seen a 3-0 count yet today for the right-hander in Kyle Gorman. And he'll make that an easy strike as Golden taking all the way. Now 3-1 again. 2 away here in the 5th inning. Here's your 3-1 pitch, and just off the plate. And that'll be the first walk given up by Gorman here today, and that'll bring up Austin Prosser, the shortstop, or should say the 2nd baseman. Singled back in the 1st, and he lined out in the 3rd.
Austin Prosser.
By the way, Manchester, they're at Defiance today. That's a foul tip and caught a piece of the home plate umpire right square on the mask. Good cut by Prosser. And might have even went off the catcher's mitt of Cody Krumloff as they'll now take a look at that mask. You see the head coach for the Beavers coming down, and he too will take a look at the mask. I don't know if it caught enough to do any damage or not, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire felt that one, as they're going to give him a chance to regroup. Nothing like the feeling of having that foul ball come off your mask, as it will ding you big time if it hits square. No balls and a strike. Prosser back in as Kyle Gorman set to throw. Short lead at first. Here's the pitch. Way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gorman gets the side again from Cody. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to right field. Baker coming over a few steps. He will make the catch, and that'll do it for the Beavers here in the 5th inning. We head to the bottom half of inning number 5 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of this one, 7-1.
At Richmond Power and Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Well, the Quakers ready to go back to work on offense as we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. It'll be Krumloff, Dopp, and Shea. Cody 2 for 2 with a couple of runs scored here this afternoon against the left-hander Gambrell. Gambrell continuing to throw. He goes through 4 innings, again giving up 7 runs, and that pitch outside for a ball. Here's the pitch on the way, grounded toward the shortstop Hickey. He will backhand, and the easy throw to first, and there's one away. That'll bring up Danny Dopp.
Stepping up to the plate, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Danny singled and scored in the second, reached on an error in the third. Ground ball right side, this time Prosser, and 2 quick outs here in the fifth. That'll bring up Isaiah Shake. Shake 1 for 2 with a run scored. Part of that 3-run second inning, and he struck out in the third.
Isaiah Shake.
This could be the easiest inning so far for the left-hander Gambrell as he opens up with a strike. Quakers have sent at least 4 batters to the plate in every inning. Here's the 0-1. That'll be chopped foul left side. And Shea quickly down, and no balls and 2 strikes. Of course, the Quakers coming off that 3-game sweep against Anderson, trying to sweep Bluffton. The pitch up high, 1-2. Gambrell gets the sign, the pitch on the way, hit hard toward the shortstop Hickey, bobbles it, picks it up, and throws in time. And a 1-2-3 inning for the first time for the Beavers here this afternoon. We will head to the top half of inning number 6 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top of this one, 7-1.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
By the way, we have one other score we mentioned earlier that Rose Holman was losing. Defiance. They're now beating Manchester 6-2 in the 6th inning. Manchester, they're 2 games back. That would be a big loss for the Spartans.
The sixth, number 22, Blake Fox.
Here's Fox. So we possibly could see a couple of huge upsets late here in the season, helping the Quakers in their cause to get that number 1 seed. Hit foul. Fox 0 for 2. He's flown out both times. Lone run back in the second inning off Gorman. Pitch low and outside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, that really should not have been a run because of the error. That one's hit foul. 1-2 now to Fox. Fox, Gregory, and Siders here in the 6th inning. The 1-2 pitch, boy, just missing outside. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gorman, pretty good rhythm going right now. Here's the break-even pitch. That one jams him. Fox able to fight it off. Gorman really hasn't thrown a ton of pitches here today. Here's the break-even again. Overthrew that one. And we'll go 3 balls and 2 strikes. In fact, the longest inning he's really had was back in that 2nd inning. Payoff pitch on the way, and he comes inside, and that hits Fox on the hand. So the second time we have seen Gorman try to come inside with a pitch. Hit Lonacek back in the 2nd inning. Here is Gregory. Gregory doubled his last time up back in the 4th inning.
And bat number 20, Colin Gregory.
We'll shift now by Baker in right field. As we'll see the next pitch. Boy, that one's sailing over the head of Gregory. So the last 2 pitches nowhere close to the strike zone. And Gorman will get a new baseball. Boy, what a beautiful day it is. Hoping it'll be that way this weekend. There is a chance of some rain on Saturday. Stretch again by Gorman. Here's the pitch. Popped up foul. That will even the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Shortly down at first. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch right there. There's Gregory fishing on the outside. And it's now 1-2. Good movement on the pitch that time by the right-hander Gorman. This one hit toward Baker in right field. A few steps over, makes the catch. 1 away. Here's Siders. Siders singled and scored in the 2nd inning, and he grounded out in the 4th. Gorman get a ground ball right here, possibly get a double play. This could be it right here. Laird, he will flip on to second. They'll get the force there. As Siders will reach on the fielder's choice. Almost looked like Laird had a hard time getting that ball out of his glove in time. But again, Barger able to come over and get the out in time. Here's Chase Lonacek. Lonacek 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning. Flew out to right field in the 4th. So again, 2 away here in the top half of inning number 6 as Gorman set to throw, and that one is swung on and hit foul. Bluffton losing this one. If they go on to lose, they will fall to 6-14. Virtually no chance of getting into the playoffs this year. They would have to have a lot of things happen to get there. Runner at first takes off. The pitch is high and inside. The throw down, not in time. And Siders with a stolen base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Don't see too many teams that are down 7-1 taking a gamble and stealing, but Siders apparently have the green light. 1 ball and 1 strike as Gorman comes set. And the pitch, fly ball right field, should do it for the inning. There as Baker makes the catch. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 6 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead this one 7-1.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Hey, tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Just $3.50. Today, the oven-roasted chicken. Wednesday, the turkey breast. Thursday, the Italian BMT. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway. Eat fresh. Head to the bottom half of inning number 6. It'll be Baker, Lynch, and Barger. Gambrel back in for another inning of work. And the first pitch is up high for a ball. Baker 1 for 2, singled back in the second. That pitch outside, 2 balls, no strikes. The stretch and the 2-0. Caught the outside corner, 2-1. Gambrel got his first 1-2-3 inning in the 5th. That one jams him, and Kendall fouls it away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The break-even pitch on the way, hit foul. That too will go out of play. Baker out of Richmond, part of a very good Richmond baseball program while he was there. 2-2 pitch again. This will be grounded this time to the right side. Baker also part of a semi-state basketball team that one game away from heading to a state championship matchup in his senior year. 2-2 on the way, low and outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gambrel quickly gets the sign from Mouse. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's outside for a ball. So the Quakers have a man on. Here's Lynch.
Stepping up to the plate, number 2, Nate Lynch.
Baker stolen base back in the second. Now 11 for 11 on the year, and he will cause some problems for Gambrel over at first base. The stretch by the left-hander and the pitch on the way. Lynch showing bunt. And the pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Quakers now 10 base hits to go along with the 7 runs. Baker leaning towards second, and bluffing more than anything as he'll draw the throw from Gambrell. Boy, you love having 4 guys with 10-plus stolen bases. The pitch outside. And as we have talked about so many times, as now we'll have a visit to the mound, the concentration level that you have to have as a pitcher is divided. And again, we'll see a visit. That'll give Lynch a chance to talk with Coach Pennington, the third base coach. Again, the Quakers on the road tomorrow. They will travel to Wittenberg. That'll be the final road game of the regular season. 6 o'clock start time tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday. Transylvania in for 3. The first game at 4:15. Saturday noon and around 3:30. Mount St. Joe will come in May 2nd. Then we'll see Hanover for the final 3 of the regular season. A little earlier in the week. Next week. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Could be a perfect time right here for Kendall Baker. He's going to get a good lead down at first, and the step throw that time by Gambrell and nearly threw it away. Fox had to come off the bag to make the play down at first. You see Kendall right there. Again, gets on the green. The pitch. And it's low for a ball, 3-1. Bullpen active again. A right-hander going now for the Beavers. Outfield will play this one straight away. The stretch by Gambrell. And the pitch. And that's ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Quakers runners at first and second, and the change is going to be made. So Gambrell is done for the day. We will come back and tell you about the new pitcher in just a moment. As the Quakers on top of this one, 7-1 in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Today's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, and colleagues to mention this offer, and when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group, give him a call at 969-3400. Well, the new pitcher now for the Beavers will be Dante DeAndre. This will be his 10th appearance on the year, 22 innings, giving up 16 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned. 10 strikeouts and 9 walks on the year. He is 1-0 with an ERA at 2.45, and he was up several times in the Bluffton bullpen as they were waiting to see if the starter Gambrell was going to be able to go, and then, of course, he had that pretty good inning in the 5th. But again, 2 walks here in the 6th inning, and here is Matt Barger. Matt doubled back in the 1st inning, 1 for 3. No outs as we play here in the 6th inning. DeAndre checks the runner at second. And he will bluff the throw. And DeAndre, by the way, big fella. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Double steal. Throw down to third. And the third baseman, Lonacek, can't hold on. Heading home will be Baker. He will score. Into third is Lynch. And how about the double steal? And the Quakers now lead this one 8-1. Baker gets a stolen base. Lynch will get a stolen base, and that'll be an error on the third baseman. That's his second error. Looked like a ball he really should have caught again. Here's the stretch and the pitch by DeAndre. It's in there for a strike. Boy, it's amazing what speed can do for you as now the infield will come in. The stretch by the right-hander and the pitch on the way is a curveball inside. Two balls and a strike. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, now you have to adjust going from DeAndre, or should say from the right-hander. Gambrel now to the right-hander as this one is chopped toward the third baseman, Lonacek. Throw to first and a near collision at first base as the first baseman, Fox, and Barger almost collide. So one away. Lynch will stay at third, and here's Laird.
And that's number 17, Brennan Laird.
Brennan 2 for 3. Infield stays in. The stretch by DeAndre and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Doesn't get away from Mouse far enough for the runner at third, Lynch. Of course, there's not a whole lot of room behind home plate. Paul really would have to squirt away a long way in order for the runner to score. The stretch and time called. Laird trying to pick up his third base hit of the afternoon. The stretch and the pitch on the way. Back up the middle, base hit. Laird now 3 for 4. And the Quakers now lead this one 9-1. Boy, and with the infield in, the averages go up.
At bat number 19, Aaron
Here's Elkis. Those 2 runs, by the way, charged to the starter, Gambrel. His ERA at 9.58 will go up. Elkis 1 for 3 and a run scored. The stretch runner first takes off, popped him up. This one sky high on the left side. Lonacek in foul territory makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Well, that was a heck of a jump by Laird. He had that base stolen easily. Here's Robertson.
Now batting number 31, Addison Robertson.
Robertson 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. So now DeAndre trying to get one more out, get out of the inning. Another multiple run inning for this Earlham offense. Laird, he'll take off again. I have a feeling he wants to get another stolen base. The stretch. And he bluffs this time. The pitch in there for a strike. The home plate umpire came out from behind the plate, not exactly sure what he was saying there. Is again a throw to first, and that one is thrown away. But again, with that bullpen fence right there, Fox able to come over and get that one quickly. So there was nothing Laird could do, but DeAndre nearly threw that one into the bullpen. So now Fox and DeAndre getting their signals together. No balls and a strike to Robertson. time called. Think about Laird at first. He will not go back to the bag. He is still on the green, as you see right there. The stretch, he takes off, got a great jump, and that one swung on and hit foul. And for the second time, Brandon Laird has to go back to first. He had another good jump. Laird trying to get to his 24th stolen base on the year. DeAndre checks the runner, quick pitch this time, and it's high and outside, ball one. That was awful close to being a balk right there. He didn't hesitate for a second, it appeared. The stretch by the right-hander. Runner takes off again. This one hit down the line, but fouled. Diving was Lonacek, but that one just outside the line by about a foot or so. We will stand 1 ball and 2 strikes. Laird again, a good lead down at first, and he'll take off, and the pitch is outside. Throw down, not in time, and there's another stolen base by Brandon Laird. Two and two the count now to Robertson. Chance for the Quakers here to get another run across. 2 runs in the inning. By the way, Rose-Hulman had come back to tie their contest at 4 apiece. Fly ball into center field. There is Siders. He will make the catch, and that'll do it for the Quakers in the 6th inning, but they pick up 2 more runs. We will head to the 7th on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham 9, Bluffton 1. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Earlham Baseball brought to you today by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. You can enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and many, many more. And, of course, grab those award-winning glazed donuts, voted the #1 donut in the entire state. Proud to be your favorite donut shop and home to the best donuts in town. The only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. We head to the 7th. It'll be leading things off. We'll have a pinch hitter here in the 7th inning. New hitter will be Parker Reynolds. Pitch in there for a strike. Reynolds hitting in the place of Reed Mouse. Reynolds hitting at .263 on the season. As Gorman's next pitch on the way is a breaking ball up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch, lined in left field, base hit. So Reynolds with the single. And the number 9 hitter, Duncan, set to come to the plate. We may have another change here. Looks like we will have number 46
also pitch hitting
stepping
number 46,
out.
Justice Tussing.
This will be Justice Tussing. Tussing at a Van Wert. He is a freshman. So Tussing hitting in the number 9 hole. Grounded foul. Tussing making just his second appearance of the year. No official at-bats. Snap throw to first and knocked down by Elkis. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Tussing. The stretch by Gorman. That pitch low and outside, 2-1. Gorman looking for, if he can complete this game, he'll have 2 complete games against Bluffton this year. The stretch by the right-hander, the pitch. Jammed him, popped it up. Krumloff gets rid of the mask, and he'll have a play close to the netting and makes the catch. And there's 1 away. And we'll move to the top of the order now. Here's Luke Hickey. Hickey 0 for 3 today. We mentioned Hickey had some nice numbers coming in. He was 5 of 8 coming into this final game of the 3-game set. The pitch on the way, lined into center field. That's a base hit. So Hickey finally gets a single here. Runners at first and second. And we will see Golden step to the plate. Unless we have a change as well, and we may. This is going to be Jeff Arnett.
Pitch hitting number 23, Jeff Arnett.
So Arnett hitting now in the number 2 hole is Ryan Golden. Done for the day. Arnett 0 for 3 in the 2 previous games. As Gorman set to throw, and the pitch on the way is in there for a strike. Runners at first and second here for Bluffton. The stretch by Gorman. And the pitch on the way is low and outside. Reynolds at second base, Hickey at first. The stretch again by Gorman. Here's the pitch. Caught the outside corner. Nice pitch by Kyle. Well, after Bluffton got that run in the top of the second inning, they had been shut down for the most part by Kyle Gorman for the second time this season. Here's the pitch. Got him. Nice pitch again by Gorman. 2 away.
At bat number 9, Austin Prosser.
Here's Prosser. So 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Gorman checks the runner at second, comes home with a pitch, and Krumloff throws down to second. Tag lane on, and they got him. Reynolds, I think, slid off the bag down at second base. There will be a discussion, but that was a heck of a throw by Cody Krumloff. And that'll do it for the Beavers here in the 7th on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham on top of this one, 9-1.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond, Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Cam Clark will be the new pitcher now for Bluffton. We'll try to get the other changes as well that have taken place for the Beavers. If there are any changes out there, and there's got to be something here. This may take a little time to do so as we await Clark's final warm-up tosses. Give some numbers on Cam Clark. This will be his third appearance. 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. 0-1 on the year with an ERA of 4.15. Looks like the catcher, Mouse, again, is gone. As we mentioned, he was pinch hit for, as Cody Krumloff will come to the plate.
Leading off, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
So Reynolds is behind the plate. And again, we'll get the other changes as soon as we can. Krumloff 2 for 3 on the day, and the first pitch by Clark hit well, base hit left field. Right between Lanacek and Hickey, and Cody. 3 base hits on the day. Here's Dopp. Quakers now with a 12-hit attack.
Danny Dopp.
Dopp 1 for 3. So Brennan with 3 hits. Krumloff with 3 hits. The stretch by Clark. And the pitch hit well. Third baseman Lanacek. And Wentz one there. The relay to first. And that'll be a 5-4-3 double play. So 2 quick outs now here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
At number 33, Isaiah Shake.
Here's Isaiah Shake. Isaiah 1 for 3. Clark trying to make quick work of the Quakers here in the 7th inning. The wide and the pitch. That one just inside 1-0. We believe Arnett is in left. We mentioned Reynolds taking over behind the plate. Rounded up the middle. Here's Hickey. Easy throw, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the 7th.
After 7 innings of play,
we will head to the top half, inning number 8 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top, 9-1.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Have a couple of updated scores from 2 other games. By the way, Rose now leading Anderson in the 6th inning, 9-4. Anderson unable to hold the lead in that one. Defiance, they're leading Manchester in the 7th inning, 7-2. So again, if Rose goes on to win, they'll hold on to that one-game lead in the conference. Here's Austin Prosser. Prosser 1 for 3. Kyle Gorman again trying to pick up his 4th win of the year and another complete game. Both would be against Bluffton. Prosser singled way back in the 1st inning, and the pitch lined into center field right at Lynch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's Blake Fox. Fox 0 for 2 was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning.
At bat number 22, Blake Fox.
Howie Smith is now throwing in the Quaker bullpen just in case. Pitch is in there for a strike. Howie recently became the all-time winningest pitcher in Earlham baseball history with that win at Anderson and their 3-game sweep. Gorman missing low and outside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's your 1-1 pitch. Popped him up, right center field. Baker, Lynch coming together. Lynch will make the catch, 2 away. We will have another change now for the Beavers. This will be Blake Merrill.
Pinch hitting number 41, Blake Merrill.
So again, Merrill will go ahead and pinch hit here in the 8th inning. Gorman set to throw. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Merrill hitting .333, only playing in his 6th game. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. 0-2. Gorman really doing a nice job now attacking the strike zone. Here's the 0-2. Fastball stays up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 delivery on the way, low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is the 4th different pinch hitter that's been used now by the Beavers here late in this one. Fly ball into center field. Should do it here in the top of the 8th inning. Lynch will squeeze that one. We head to the bottom of the 8th on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top, 9-1.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
We will head to the bottom half of inning number 8. Clark back in for the Beavers. Quakers may make a couple of changes as well. We'll wait and see as we come up. It's Baker, Lynch, and Barger all due up. Though it does look like we have Austin Smith. Or is that Smith? That's actually going to be Alec Bryan standing on deck, so Lynch may be done for the day.
Leading off number 1, Kendall Baker.
Kendall singled, struck out, walked and scored, and has a couple of stolen bases to his credit. Clark set to throw, and the pitch on the way. Check swing. He did not go around, and the pitch is low for a ball. Quakers sweeping Anderson. They're about ready to sweep Bluffton. And pitch low, 2-0. Alec Bryan, a freshman out of Indianapolis, again standing on deck. Here's the pitch. Grounded right side. Fox will field and step on the bag, one away. So again,
now
here is Alec Bryan.
Number 26, Alec Bryan.
Alec hitting .333. No home runs and no runs driven in. Here's the pitch. And it's up high for a ball. Clark gets the sign from Reynolds. The pitch. Low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Austin Green is on deck. Ground ball foul. Quakers on the verge of winning their 19th game. This, by the way, this senior class, the winningest senior class in Earlham history. Hit foul. Two balls and 2 strikes now to Alec Bryan, now in the leadoff spot here late in this one. The pitch bouncing in the dirt. And we'll go 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payout pitch on the way is up high, and Bryan with a 1-out walk. And again, this will be Austin Green.
Now batting number 6, Austin Green.
Green a chance to hit. Only 2 at-bats, 0 for 2. Fly ball into right field. Duncan will make the catch, and heading back to first is Bryan. So Green, 1 pitch, 2 away, as we'll see Brennan Laird try to go now for a 4-hit game.
And at number 17, Brennan Laird.
The stretch and the pitch. Runner takes off. Throw down to second. Tag is in time, and they will get Bryan trying to steal. And that'll do it for the Quakers here in the 8th inning. So Brennan Laird will not get a chance to go for 4 hits. We will come back. 9th inning is coming up with the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top, 9-1.
Hey Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for like the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Ian Bach will take over down at third base for Robertson. Bryan moving to center field. Gorman stays in here in the 9th inning. See if there's any other changes. Looks like there may be a change at second base. That'll be Anthony Morgan.
At bat number 15, Luke Kale.
So Morgan again will take over at second. New hitter here. This will be Luke Kale. So again, Bryan in center, Bach at third, Morgan at second. As Gorman again going for the complete game, leading this one 9-1. The pitch sails over the head of Luke Kale. One ball, no strikes. Bulls appear to get rid of that too. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. That'll even things up at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch hit foul. Kale hitting 200 on the year, has a home run. He has driven in 5. And the pitch by Gorman is hit off the foot of Kale and will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of inning number 9. Game just a little bit, in fact, not even quite 2 hours now. Quick moving ball game. Here's Gorman's pitch up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Quakers do have a right-hander. That is Howie Smith throwing in the bullpen if he needs to shut it down. Fly ball into right center field. Here comes Bryan. He'll make the catch. 1 away. So the Beavers down to their final 2 outs. Here's Alex Lemansky.
Now batting number 40, Alex Lemansky.
Lemansky is making his first appearance of the season. And the pitch is outside for a ball. Gorman now 2 outs away from a complete game win here tonight as that pitch a little bit outside, 2-0. Gorman gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed. Two balls and a strike. Here's the pitch on the way. In there for a strike, and we'll go even at 2-2. Gorman. Nice job again, giving up just 1 run, 5 hits so far today as we play here in the top of the 9th inning. The delivery on the way, got him. So 2 away. And Bluffton down to their final at bat. Here is Parker Reynolds, the catcher.
Now batting number 31, Parker Reynolds.
Reynolds, by the way, singled his only time up in the 7th inning after taking over for Reed Mouse. And the pitch on the way. Good breaking ball in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Another good breaking ball in there for a strike, and now Quakers got 1 more strike to go right here before finishing things off. Gorman with the sign, and the 0-2 pitch hit foul. So Reynolds will stay alive. No balls and 2 strikes. Reynolds back in as Gorman gets the sign from Krumloff. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul, and that was hit well by Reynolds. We will stay at 0-2. 2 away here in the top of the 9th inning. Gorman again 1 strike. His second complete game. Again, both against Bluffton. The 0-2 pitch hit foul as Reynolds trying to hold back on the breaking ball. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Got him in the dirt. It'll be a strikeout throw out. The throw to first, and that'll do it. That is the 12th straight HCAC weekday win for the Quakers and the 7th straight over Bluffton. For the Quakers win it here this afternoon by a final of 9-1. We'll put a wrap on it next. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Well, the Quakers get the win. They are now 19-11 on the season overall. They're now 14-6 in conference play. Again, that was the 12th straight HCAC weekday win. Their 7th straight over Bluffton. So with that victory, and it looks like Rose is going to win their game, Earlham will stay 1 game back in the chase for the regular season #1 seed. Bluffton falls to 6-14 in the conference as Earlham sweeps the 3-game set from Bluffton. Kyle Gorman gets the win. He is now 4-1 in the season. He picks up his 2nd complete game of the year, both against Bluffton. By the way, Taylor Gambrell takes the loss. He is 1-2. Quakers will be back in action on the road tomorrow. They travel to Wittenberg for a non-conference matchup. And then we're back here coming up on Friday as the Quakers will welcome Transylvania. 4:15 will be the first pitch. We'll be on the air at around 3:55. 3-game set against the Pioneers Friday and Saturday noon and 3:30. Quakers win it tonight as they finish off Bluffton 9-1. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Baseball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.